Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Pastor Douglas. I hope that you all are doing well, given the events of the past few days. We've just come out of a very important and transformative election season. And on Sunday, many of you joined me for our sermon entitled Kingdom Over Country, Voting Like a Christian for the Greater Good of Humanity. Today, I want to take this time to reflect on both the sermon and the election results, offering guidance and encouragement as we move forward together. In my sermon, we explored our call as believers to both be salt and light in a world that is shrouded in darkness. As taught in Matthew 5:13 through 16, we talked about how it's important to bring God's standard of righteousness into every corner of our lives, including our civic duties like voting. As we consider the election results, let's remember that these principles remain just as relevant today as when Jesus first commanded them, that we believers, that those who follow him will be salt and light. The election results might have brought you joy. Some of you are excited, like, yeah, my candidate won. Others of you are disappointed. Oh man, I don't know what the future holds. And still others, and all of us together, we have genuine concerns. And whatever the case may be for you, let us ground ourselves in the truth as established in Philippians 3:20, the truth regarding our citizenship not being here primarily, but our ultimate citizenship being in heaven. Our earthly responsibilities are significant, yet our ultimate allegiance is to God's eternal kingdom, which influences how we navigate the outcomes of this election. Our ultimate allegiance is with God's eternal kingdom. Therefore, that should influence how we view the outcome of this election. One of the central themes of my sermon was the sovereignty of God over all earthly authorities, no matter who sits in positions of power and influence. We know from Psalm 146, verses 3 through 6, that our hopes rest securely in the Lord. Let this assurance calm any anxiety and fill us with hope for the future. I also challenged us to respond in love. Man, I end every sermon, love God, love people. And so I challenged us during the sermon to respond in love and to seek unity despite differences. No matter how a person voted, we need to respond in love. And now, more than ever before, we need to extend grace and strive for understanding amongst ourselves and beyond the four walls of our church. Remember, love is the greatest of all commandments, and it's the most profound testimony to the watching world. People will know us by the love that we have for one another and the love that we have for God. And when we fight and we backbite and we talk about each other, when we act unloving, uncaring towards each other, that's a bad witness of the gospel that we say we represent, of the God we say we love. And so even after the election, our role doesn't end. Romans 13:1 through 5, it invites us to engage respectfully and constructively within our political system. We're to continue being informed, know what's going on in our culture, politically, in our government. We're to be active, as in vote, take an active stance in things, and to be prayerful as we consider the various policies and platforms that are being pushed forth in our community and then also on the national stage. We should always be found advocating for justice and for righteousness. And so, loved ones, let's remember to lift our leaders in prayer, as instructed in 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 through 2, trusting God to guide them with wisdom and integrity. This practice is vital, regardless of whether they're the leader that we chose or the one that someone else chose, whether they align with our personal ideas or with someone else's. We need to pray for our leaders. And so I want to thank you as your pastor and your friend for taking the time to reflect with me and for watching this entire video to the end. As you go about your day, please remember to call out to God in time of help and uncertainty. Please remember to pray for your leaders. And if you need guidance or if you have questions about anything, feel free to reach out to me. You can text me, email me, or even just call me or drop by the office. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing how God works through us in the days and weeks and months and years ahead. And so God bless each and one of you. Please go in grace and peace, and remember to be loving towards God and towards your fellow man. That's how they will know us, by the love that we have. God bless you again. Have a great week.